Hello, I'm Ocilia. I'm 21 years old and I'm from the south of France, from Montpellier. Currently, I'm in Paris. I'm in a management school.
My name is Léa. I'm from Montpellier, a city in the south of France, and I study history and Italian literature in Paris.
My name is Gustave Lebeau. I'm a French student at the north of France in a city which is called Lille. I'm studying in third year at the university political sciences.
My name is Julie. I'm 20 years old and I'm a student actually in double diploma with Sciences Po Toulouse and Toulouse Business School. And I'm from a very little town in Dordogne, so like 1 hour from Bordeaux.
Hi, my name is Vincent. I'm from Montpellier.
I'm from Eguerres, a very small village next to Marseille. I'm living there since my childhood. I never moved until I moved into Toulouse to study there.
My name is Pierre Bojo. I am 20 years old and I am actually in Argentina for a year abroad. I'm in a business school, and so this school is located in Lille. So I have made my two first year there, and except that I lived all my life in Annecy, in the Alps.
The first words that comes to my mind are dangerous reaction from all of us.
Individual responsibility and governmental implication needed.
The world's being destroyed by us, the human beings.
The main word would be emergency and involvement.
All the news, each time that we look at it, we can see some words like global warming, species and extinction. I think people get used to these words, and I hope that they do not lose the sense that they have.
The first word I have to say is action. Is that we have to take action, we have to be actors, we have to act every single day so our planet can be better, and just to protect the planet, protect people also.
When I think about the environment, I am both respectful because I think it's really a luck to live in a world which is such rich, such diverse, and such incredible. I'm also maybe pessimistic because when I think of all the people or the companies destroying the environment, I consider it really shameful.
We're talking about something really big, that is global warming, that is concerning the whole world, and so that's pretty hard to not to be pessimistic.
I feel absolutely pessimistic.
I feel quite pessimistic about it because as long as so many people think that the world is not in danger, well, we can't do much.
I feel really concerned about it. I'm just keeping in mind that we cannot save the planet by ourselves, but if everyone do something, maybe we can run a better world.
Of course, I'm optimistic. I mean, that's the first thing I have. I think we have to be optimistic. I know things are going wrong. Things are, our planet is destroying and because of humans, but we have to be optimistic.
There's really people who wanted to change the world and wanted to change the rule of the world, but it's everything really, really slow.
I think the current French system is not efficient, is not responsible in terms of sustainability and environmental concerns. Most of our energy and electricity is produced by nuclear centrals.
The conventional way, we are feeding ourselves and we are getting energy and transporting and everything. It's not sustainable.
The actual system of consumption of every French people isn't sustainable, even though there are many differences between classes, gender, ages. Meat consumption in particularly isn't taken really as a serious issue.
Big companies consume way too much of everything, and our way to travel could be better actually. Once you're out of a big city, you can't really travel without a car, so that's not good.
We're trying to reduce nuclear energy, but that's not working that well. We also have we try to recycle, and that's a good way, that's a good point, but we're not going too forward. I mean, there's always big cities like Toulouse that are not doing recycling for the big and huge companies.
There is a study that say that, I don't know, if all the world was consuming as France, we would need like 2 Earth, don't remember, and 4 for USA. So I guess that means that it's not sustainable.
I will say that France is not sustainable for the consumer's type because people are really wasting too much foods. I really believe that France is not sustainable for now, but like I said before, we're trying to evolve. So maybe we will be able to achieve new things.
The new government is in a liberal way of thinking and in a really capitalistic economy, and this can't be. It's just impossible. It's like two things really different. You can't be capitalistic and sustainable.
France is not the worst related to this topic, but as a rich country, we should more embody an example to show to countries that it is possible to respect the environment.
Education. If we want to change the way we're living every single day, we have to be conscious about the effects we have on the planet. And to learn that, you have to be educated, you have to have access to knowledge and to important information regarding the climate and regarding just our planet and the nature.
Education, first of all, by putting economics as a mandatory subject to be studied by students in high school, because it's not the case. And I would put ecological education in economics.
Improve civil society actions at the local level, because the global level needs to act, of course, because it is very powerful, it has a lot of resources, a lot of money, but the local level is also very important.
We really have to change the agricultural system, and it's very important to change the habits of the populations. We have to inform them about the bad quality of the food they are eating, and the bad quality in terms of health and in terms of environment.
We should improve public transport in France. That's almost the priority to me.
Maybe the fact that people are throwing away things in the streets, I think that's really something I hate. And when they smoke, they just put the rest of their cigarettes in the streets, and it's driving me crazy.
I guess the priority shouldn't be made on the energy. On the energy, that's really something that is used all the days. We should be able to build a 100% system that is absolutely sustainable.
I think research and innovation could be also very important to develop, because they are a really important step also towards more efficacy in green energies, to build new tools for society to drive the transition.
I didn't really care about the COP21.
I think there's one part of me that say that was a good thing, and one part of me that say that was not enough.
The COP21, I saw it from really far away.
To me, COP21 was, as usual, a good intention, which ended up by being a political communication tool. The commitment that were taken were not efficient and were not held by countries involved. I wasn't really interested in follow it because I had no trust in the commitments that were to be taken.
I don't really trust in the COP21 or 22 or 23. I went to the COP23, so I can just compare my experience with this one. There is always a part the official part, the negotiation part, where all the representatives from the states are coming, some NGOs, some companies. But you have another part called the People Climate Summit. This is like the social society part, where you have like a lot of NGOs, much more than in the other part. A lot of real people came from all over the world to just talk and animate some workshops, some lectures. So I think the COP is a really important moment for these people to gather and build new struggle together, new campaigns. But for the political part, it's just blah, 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 just talk to talk.
That was one of the first time where we had the entire world, like all the countries together, trying to make a change and trying to find solution regarding the environment. And I think that was something powerful because people heard about that. I mean, like all citizens heard about the COP21. We talked about it like months before, and the media has talked about that a lot. But on the other hand, we have all the people that really have the power. I mean, the politicians that do not they do not take action.
There is not enough constraints to make like countries really do it.
Or maybe it was just an agreement which was quite efficient and better than nothing, but which in the end is not a solution, and we should continue individually, collectively to lobby maybe the governments, to encourage people to act in their own neighborhoods, and to continue to, we should not just be happy from this decision and wait in our houses, because it is not such simple, and everyone needs to act with or without the COP21.
From one wings to another, you have like very, very different opinions. There is still a part of the political that thinks that it's not really that important. I mean, almost everyone understands that global warming exists, but at the same time, they are really, sometimes they say, yeah, it's a big deal, we will do something about it, but they don't really do it.
The problem in France is that we have a political party that is called the Green One. And that is, for me, something that does not really have a sense, as if we are really looking at the what are the environmental issues that should be inside every party.
I just would say that it's not enough. Everything they might say, because they pretend to be a bit concerned by this topic, so I guess they are, but it's just too slow or just too capitalistic. We need to change the system in order to stop climate change, and this is not the dynamic for the moment, even from Nicolas Hulot, who was really, really impacted by this before, and then he came to politics.
I would say that environmental issues are clearly not a priority amongst the current government in France. Their priority is economic growth, which we know is not sustainable as an ecological level. So I would say it is absolutely not a priority.
We have to change like a whole system, and we are not.
French people in general, in my opinions, are more concerned than the politic personalities. It's obvious.
Once again, it's really, really divided. I mean, there is a part of French people that are really, 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 really invested in the fights for the environment, but I think that most of them are just like, yeah, if it's too expensive, I cannot like spend twice the price to get like, I don't know, an orange or lemon that was perfectly sustainable made.
When we look at the presidential results, we can see that the Green in France, the Green Party, which was not such bad maybe 20 years ago, is today really is not important in terms of electoral, in terms of votes. So maybe it can reflect the priorities of the French population.
We are in a society where we just want to go faster. We just want to have the lower price. I mean, it's capitalism, so French are in these systems and they don't want to lose any of their goods.
Things are getting better. I mean, there's so many associations, so many projects, so many people that fight every single day for the protection of our rights and protection of the nature. So I think that's people who do not know about those issues are the ones that are just less informed. It's not that they don't want to save the nature or save the environment, it's just that they don't know actually. And they don't know that it's simple and that everyone can do their part.
French people do not act, I think, enough, because if they consider it important, they do not always think that if they act individually, they will change the issue, the world as a whole.
The good thing is that we are already developed countries, and so we have absolutely the abilities of of taking times of, I don't know, of improving our lives and everything. For example, here in Argentina, we can clearly see that the priority is not about sustainability. It's not about the beans or anything. The priority is about the jobs, and so they are really in another world. And so I think it's really good that the French people begin to act.
I read a book called 1 Billion of Quiet Revolutions, we could say, written by Benedict Magnier, which is very, very good, which gives a lot of example over the world of people, of citizens who act individually and who change their own ecosystem in positive ways, and it's really, really amazing. And all the books written by Robokins are very good. Also, they give a lot of information. They are very positive.
I could mention first the film Demain, Tomorrow, from Mélanie Laurent. It really helped me to realize a lot of things, and most of them that we can change by initiatives, local initiatives, and it's not only the government or the companies change that will impact.
The film Conspiracy that talks about the industry of food, the food industry. And so I saw this movie that was really kind of shocking, and so I'm now vegetarian. If I want to be ecologist, I have to stop eating meat, because you can take the car every single day and pollute a lot every single day. You will not pollute more than if you eat meat.
I watched YouTube videos called La Barbe that explain in a funny way how actually the world is going down and how we could make it better.
I think my experience in Amsterdam is the best one for that. I was working in an NGO promoting a really different food system, like not industrial at all, and just based on the local and small agriculture.
I'm in another school this year, and I'm in this school in the Sustainable Development Association. We were in an ecological vehicles for 1 week, and we go through France, and during those days we met with people that change things locally. So we met I don't know how many people, but initiative regarding social and environmental issues. So we met with people that just every single day try to make things better and try to encourage the protection of the nature.
I can see, for example, as I'm here in Argentina, I can see the difference in how people can involve themselves or not. And I mean, we are much more used to involve ourselves in France. For example, by making I don't know I don't know what to say, to grow some vegetables in the garden, for example.
My trip in Cuba really was extremely important to me. Around Havana, which is the capital, it's really, really disgusting on the beach. We have seen that people really didn't care about the environment. They just eat chips, they just eat like lots of stuff and sodas and everything, and they just throw it away. It's the governments that should be doing something for people to understand that they cannot continue to do that. And at the same time, there was no bin on the beach, so it was not possible to actually throw it in the bin.
I think my experience in Chile, currently, helped me to consider that we have like two steps world. I mean, first we have the occidental part, who are polluted a lot and who are little by little trying to change their habits. And there you have the second step, which are countries developing themselves in a very, very capitalistic way. Let's say developed by economy and not developed by social advances, and not, they are just like focused in this liberal and economic dynamic.
I will just say that maybe people keep giving money to associations and everything, so it's really important. But also maybe we should like share more about what those associations are doing really with this money to make people give more and more money and time.
Well, I just read that some psychologists are talking also about these move, these kind of people that are thinking of new ways of doing things, and they are saying that it's only temporary. It's like because all the society, all the work of the society before was to liberate the men from the handwork. And here, what we see in all the books and all the movies that we can see is that the man wants to work with his hand more. Like he wants to help in the garden, he wants to, I don't know, to fix his bike. And so they are saying that this could be really bad for the consumption, and that is only temporary. So it's going to pass in a few years. But well, I think that this is really pessimistic, and I would like to hope that it's not really true.
We do not have to forget that sustainable development is economy, environment, and social aspect. And we need the three. I think that's the future. We have to focus on people, and that's the first thing we have to do. Focus on every single people and make them happy in their work and make them happy to wake up every morning.
We are the ones who can change the things. We are the ones who can relay information, and we can relay campaigns to just stop this poisoning system where all the companies get the power and just pollute as they want, and the population keeps suffering. It's not a sustainable system, and we are all aware of that, so just let's struggle against this.